Tariq had brilliant ideas. Everyone knew it. But after 3 years, he had built absolutely nothing. He kept sending long emails about opportunities the company was missing and posted his ideas on LinkedIn for the world to see. His colleagues read his posts. His manager forwarded his emails. People called him visionary. And Tariq felt like one. But 3 years passed, and nothing Tariq had announced had been built. Not one idea had moved from his mouth to his hands. He was still in the same role, still sending the same kinds of emails, still being called promising. There was a man in the same office named Yusuf. Yusuf was quiet. He did not speak first in meetings. He did not post on LinkedIn. He answered emails in 3 lines or less. He arrived early and left late, and when people asked him what he was working on, he said simply, "Just something I am figuring out." Tariq felt sorry for him. All that time at his desk, he thought, and nobody even notices. Then one Tuesday morning, everything changed. Yusuf sent a single email to the managing director. No subject line drama, no long introduction, just 4 words. "I have something to show you." That afternoon, he walked into the boardroom with a laptop and a working prototype, a software tool he had built alone. Over 3 years, at his desk, in silence. It was not a feature improvement or a faster way to do what they already did. It was something else entirely. An AI-powered tool built on a technology the company had never considered applying to their industry. It could analyze patterns in client data and surface opportunities in markets the company had never been able to serve. Not because those markets were too small, but because no tool existed to read them clearly enough to act on. Until now. The company already had the data. They already had the client relationships. They had just never had the lens. Yusuf had built the lens. And once the board saw what it could see, they understood immediately that this was not just a tool. It was a new business line, one their existing clients would pay for, one their competitors had not built yet. The managing director looked at the screen for a long time. Then he looked at Yusuf. "How long have you been building this?" 3 years, Yusuf said. The room was very quiet. 2 weeks later, the company signed their largest contract in a decade. The board met with Yusuf privately. They did not offer him a promotion. They offered him something different, a shareholding, and the title of head of the new division built entirely around his tool. It was the kind of outcome that does not happen to employees. It happens to founders. Yusuf had become one. Without ever announcing he was trying, without ever asking anyone if it was a good idea, without ever needing to. Tariq heard about it on a Wednesday morning. He sat at his desk and read the internal announcement twice. Then he thought about the last 3 years, the LinkedIn posts, the team meetings where he had talked about untapped markets, the ideas he had described out loud to anyone who would listen. He had described the problem Yusuf just solved, more than once, in public, and then moved on. Nobody had stolen from him. Yusuf had not taken his idea. He had simply done what Tariq never did. He had stopped talking about it and started building it. Tariq opened LinkedIn. His last post had 212 likes. He looked at it for a moment, then he closed the tab. He opened a new document instead. He did not give it a title. He just started writing. This time, he told no one. So remember this. The idea was never the valuable part. The world is full of people with ideas. What is rare, genuinely rare, is the person who says nothing and builds anyway. Tariq had been feeding his ambition to an audience and calling it work. Yusuf had been feeding his ambition to a problem and calling it just something I am figuring out. The announcement is not the achievement. The prototype is. Build first, in silence, and let the result introduce itself. If you like these stories, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to the algorithm. Thanks for your support. See you at the next video.